Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Saka here with another Hearts of Iron 4 video. When we last left off, we had conquered Oman and set up a new front line on our eastern border of Iraq to help out with the Iranian civil war that may kick off. Fascism is at 33% there, so maybe this episode we will see some backlash with that. We're still producing. We picked up another shipyard in Oman, so now we're producing 3.5 convoys a month. Not using any of them though, but they may come in handy for naval invasions and whatnot. Running at a small deficit of support equipment, but only a 5-day deficit. The reason we're so behind on close air support is because I told Baghdad here to hold 800 planes, and they're just, putting them out when they can. We have our fighters over Iran already. Looking at our research, we're a month away from radios and improved infantry equipment. Looking at our trade, we are a surplus on everything, meaning once we gain some more factories, we'll be able to make more without hurting ourselves, which is good. Everything is running as intended. And as Iraq, we don't even know what a tank is, so maybe our next research point can go towards tanks, let's say. We have 2 divisions in training. This one is going to be put out at the end of the month and join the front line here in Iran. This one looks to be done in November, so shortly after. I think we'll have both of these units ready to go whenever Iran kicks off their civil war. What I would like to do is work on making our own faction, and I think once Iran, we can help Iran win their civil war, we can invite them to our faction. World tension needs to be at 100% if he's non-aligned, and we cannot create factions without having the national spirit to do so. The national spirit, huh? Well, I thought, unless my mind is... Oh, nope. Well, I goofed. Ideological fanaticism will be our next big focus, which is good for us. Let's see. Basically only 30 days away, so at the end of October we will start researching our fanaticism. That'll give enough time for us to push through Iran and get that formed, and then perhaps we will have enough to form whatever alliance we will do. Large river crossing, and the division is still preparing. Yeah, we have that big, large river right in front of us, it seems. Depending on how Iran breaks up will be where our battle lines go. Let's go up to speed 4 for now. We're now at a positive gain for our support equipment. Planes are being churned out. As a matter of fact, now that our motorized division is filled, I think... Let's move the plane up. Is that a shift click? That is indeed. Alright, so if we take our motorized down one and put it into airplanes, we'll produce some more. We have our radio, which we can get radio detection. We're a little bit early on atomic research. What can we do with the industry? These are all 1941 industries. How about infantry? Let's see, 121 days at 100% time penalty reduction. That might not be bad for support weapons 3. And then we can use our next, our next research for weapons 2, which I think is a sound strategy considering we're going to be fighting on the ground. Once our national focus kicks off, which Doctrine Effort 2 is almost done, we'll be able to change to our fanaticism. All right, weapons 2, let's go. Spending 120 days, so 3 months researching this might not be in our best interest, but I would like to get these lines pumping out weapons 3 and get our troops reinforced. Yeah, we're making 4 planes a month, so, you know, not exactly breaking the bank here. But I think we'll be good. Let's see. If we're filled up on artillery... I don't want to cancel this line because they are so dang efficient in making artillery. We never know when we're going to need it. Yeah, we have a surplus of 208. This civilian factory, well, it looks like it's almost done, but it's not. It's 6 December, so now next month. Poland refuses German ultimatum, so it looks like Poland will not give Danzig. Doctrine Effort 2, United Kingdom announces the Balkans diplomatic initiative. So that is going to draw in Great Britain. So we are here. We can create our own faction in 70 days. We can work on that. How are you feeling now? There's the war on Poland. We have the large river crossing. Yep, there goes Germany. Doing their thing. Oh, wow. In just a matter of hours, Poland is going to fall. What do we have here? Oh, United Kingdom is already moving in on Italy. So it seems like we're staying out of everyone else's garbage, which is good for us. How is our units progressing? All right, this one's almost trained up. And it looks like one army was automatically deployed over there. We'll just keep it at 1. I don't know how many we'll need, plus the transition over to infantry weapons might not be a smooth one. So we want to make sure we have enough there. Still producing our airplanes. How is Iran looking on their civil war? 36%. And I think we took that that national focus to improve our subversive activities. Oh wow, world tension. Germany is going to town on Poland. Although it looks like they got themselves sort of surrounded here. If our intel was better, we would realize what's going on. Yeah, divisions are still preparing, so another one was recruited. And they're training up through January. I don't think we can fabricate a claim on Iran. I think it would be best, 24 to 35. We're completely outgunned when it comes to Iran. And I think definitely Turkey we're outgunned. Yeah, 44 to 70. So I'm thinking that integration here would be best. How's Afghanistan? We might be able to steamroll Afghanistan then. Once Iran is part of our faction, perhaps. Yep, the division's still preparing, I know that. Free civilian factory. All right, I think we can pump out some military factories here. We'll put one there and one there. And one in Mosul, just queue them up. Get them ready to go. So construction, 21 May. So in just 6 months, we'll have another factory, which is good. Get trained up, boys. How are things looking in the army here? Yeah, this one is a regular. They're ready to go. Planning bonuses are going up. Hey, Germany, you're being awful slow with Poland over there, aren't you? I don't think they like us too much when we pulled out of the alliance. 19-40. Come on. I want that Civil War to fire so we can hop right in and say, we're coming, boys, we're ready to go. Like drop a quick battle plan and be good to go. It would work better in our favor if, say, the fascists were over here, let's say. That way we could sort of steamroll from two directions, is what I am guessing, or what I'm hoping. Still training. Once they get all trained up, I'll put some more divisions in basic training. We definitely have the infantry equipment to sustain it. Looks like our motorized and support equipment are coming up, so it won't be long for them to train up. Now, one thing I am curious about is, did I put artillery with this? I did not. I put support artillery. We have enough army experience. What would that do to add... Whoop. Germany's going to war with the Soviets. It's all over. Infantry and an artillery. That would increase our combat width up, our piercing, our breakthrough. Yeah, why not? We could do that. Could we add some mountain divisions as well? Nope, that would make our combat width too much. It would have to be a support, I believe. Can we add a motorized? Nope, that's still too much. So we'll add one Mountaineer Brigade there to improve the attacks. That looks good. Japan joins the Axis. So Germany just flat out called out Soviet Union. Yep. Manchukuo joined the Axis. Looks like these guys are getting reinforced with the artillery. 84% combat strength. Yeah, we're a little behind of artillery, which isn't bad. Yep. Poland did not stand a chance. Yeah, 9-day shortage there for our artillery. All right, we have our fanaticism. Can we invite them to a faction? They will not accept because they are non-aligned and neither they nor we are at war. So, aha. So what's going to happen is when they break into their civil war, the fascist group I will create a faction with, and that way we'll be good to go. Technology, we don't have 50 factories, we have 24. We can go infrastructure in our next research slot, I believe, would be good. We don't have a navy, so we don't have to worry about our naval effort. We can gain some air experience from our aviation effort. Focus on fighters. Well, we do have the close air support. So we could research a better close air support fighter, perhaps. Next, motorized. I'm guessing, let's see, in our tech, for our planes, we could, we're in line to research the next close air support. So I'm thinking a close air support focus wouldn't be bad. Oh, it requires the aviation effort. So we'll do aviation effort then. Or wait, do we want to do a land doctrine? Yeah, I think we want to do the land doctrine instead, and we can't change that now, can we? No. Alright. I wish we could cancel that. I really do. But I clicked before I was ready. No worries. Our division in basic training will be done in February, which is nice. I'm just waiting on this Civil War to fire. 39% fascist. We're almost up for... Wow, are they still at war with Poland? I believe they are. Fighting an offensive war against the Allies and the Comintern. It's a good thing we jumped ship on Hitler, I believe. This is going to be a pretty drawn-out battle, so we're just going to focus our happy selves down here in the Middle East. I believe that's the right way to go. Our units are at full fighting strength. They have all the artillery that they need and desire. So do these guys. Excellent. Once this guy hops out of basic training, then we will recruit another. We want to be, cautious of our manpower here. We're up to 49 close air support. Good going, buddies. Make those airplanes. Sure, we may need fighters, but Iran doesn't have an air force, it seems. Which means, one way to find out. Well, they do have 82 to 150 planes. But if that gets split in half when the Civil War gets kicked off, we may be on even keel. I'm hoping those are close air support that he has. All right, no divisions in basic training. Basic infantry. We're going to be fighting mostly in deserts and mountains, and I think the mountaineers get a bonus for desert, do they not? Amphibious, jungle, urban. Well, it would make sense to keep pumping these guys out, so one more brigade there. Just short on artillery just a little bit. So the artillery will go to those guys. Set Baghdad as our location and that army as its army. They're training up. They'll have all of their artillery in 11 days. German interest in Scandinavia. So Germany is looking up. Luxembourg. No, Luxembourg. It's already gone. So German Reich is moving on. Netherlands. Probably Belgium as well. I would say Denmark and Sweden are next. All right, support weapons 3. We're ahead of time there. I don't think we need to worry about Marines yet. Should we start getting some armor in here? Or land doctrines? Tanks and armor. Soft attack 20%. Organizations. Defenses. Soft attack and organizations. Entrenchment and battle planning. Motorized. Overwhelming fire for max planning. I think we need to focus on recon companies, recoveries and organization for tanks and armors, hard and soft attack. I think that land doctrine would be good for us. Just a little over a month and we can swap that line over to infantry 2. And we can modify our government. How would we like to do such things as these? We are in our war economy, which is good for us, I think. We are on limited exports. We could increase our recruitable population, because right now we can gain a 1% increase, or we can focus on light aircraft designer, for our fighters and carriers. Fighters, perhaps. Close air support expert. I think that'd be good for us right now. since we have our close air supports up. Can create factions. Excellent for us. Come on, Iran. Belgium joins the Allies, and Germany declares 40% fascist. You know you guys want to. We can stage a coup. This may help speed it along. We'll take our power. Where do we want it to pop up? In Kurdistan? Or Kurdistan? Or do we want Kurdistan? I think Khuzestan, since we've already got that planning bonus in. And requires 2,500 infantry equipment. We've got that. Come on, guys. You know you want to stage a coup. They're training up. They have all the equipment they need. And we had a massive surplus of infantry equipment. So we can give them all the weapons they want and desire. Germany is wiping out the last remnants of Poland. The United Kingdom is sort of blocked off, but France, look at France. I don't know if France is going to fall that well, which is good for us. Come on, Iran. Lithuania is gone. That's fine. Yeah, our units have all the things that they need. Possibly manpower may be the next thing that we increase. How is our fighters? We have 65 fighters now. Well, close air supports. 66, so that will help with the Iranian coup that we are going to be fighting. Just waiting for this thing to kick off. How are things going here on the Soviet front? Looks like Germany's trying to push through here. Soviet Union is fighting back. If you guys get to Moscow, no more power to you. All right, we have our aviation effort. Now we need our national focus. We need aviation effort 2, which means we need to come down from our fighter focus to the aviation, then to the close air support. Or we can research better motorized. And since we are using motorized, I think that would be in our best interest. Looks like we might have a bit of time before all of this fires off. I'm going to tell this guy to be balanced, depending on how many Iranian troops they can bring up to the border and what happens when this coup fires off. We're supporting the fascist party, increasing that, and staging the coup. It's supposed to fire off in April. All right, infantry equipment 2. Perfect. Let us... We're going to get a bonus for that mechanized. Cavalry motorized. I think this one is the way to go. And then we will go to our production line, to our infantry equipment, and start producing those infantry weapons. And they need more steel. All right, I think we can throttle back on that close air support, throttle back on the motorized. Wait, can we? All right, so we're still good there. So apparently it does need 6 steel. They're making 8 a day. And this is going to be used for reinforcement. Yeah, they're getting a little bit of the infantry equipment too. What I would like to do is scale back on the support, scale back on the motorized. There we go. And we have a military factory open. Let's focus on those infantry weapons. Hopefully this efficiency climbs well. We're making 12 infantry equipment a day. Insufficient resources for steel. And I think we can borrow more steel from the Soviets. So now we have just a small surplus of steel from the Soviets. All right, we have all the resources we need. We're just behind on the planes because I set that high threshold. The infantry equipment is really what we need to push out and upgrade to. Yeah, they're slowly getting the infantry equipment. Rome is gone. Wow, look at France go. Go, buddies. Italy, you're being worthless. Come on, Iran. Firing next year. The coup will. All right. Since that's a little bit out. Yeah, weapons too. These guys are getting trained up still. We're upgrading. I think upgrade should be top priority here. We can keep these on medium. Low reinforce the coup with Iran. Yugoslavia's with the Allies. So Germany is definitely moving. And we can't tell from our research, but I can't see any German troops on that front line. I guess these are only when active battles happen, so we'll see Germany moving down there. Well, it'd be great if we could get Turkey in our alliance and have basically a front between us and them. 43%. I wonder if this is definitely supporting a growth there. And the coup itself, I don't know if the coup is increasing the fascist idea or not. The coup will be automatically canceled if the target ends up in a civil war. So if their party decides that they just want to break off and go into a civil war already, then that coup will just disappear. And we could jump in on the side of Iran. Looks like Germany is going to town. Slow going here, waiting for this to happen. How's our reinforcement doing? 600 out of 10,000 infantry equipment for the upgrades. I think whenever this unit's trained up, I'll keep a unit out of basic training so that all infantry equipment made goes to upgrades. Either that or when the unit comes in, they'll use infantry equipment 1 and then be upgraded. We're sort of behind the 8 ball a bit when it comes to that. Waiting for that to go up. Oh, nice. We're making convoys that are doing absolutely nothing. Our efficiency's going up to almost 20 infantry equipment a day. We definitely want this on the highest priority. Any other military factories come available, we'll just add them to here. Speaking of which, all right, we have our superior firepower land doctrine. Shoot, we can go straight up to the next doctrine. Or do we want... Yeah, I think we want better artillery. Well, what's that land doctrine time? 102 days? Yeah, we're better off doing that one, I think. No divisions in basic training, that's fine. I think we do have enough to support another division in basic training. Yeah, they're using the old infantry equipment 1. Siam joined the Allies. We have our mechanization effort. We'll put them in Baghdad, assign them to that army. Only make one of them for now so I can keep tabs on it. We have a national focus now. Fighter focus. That way we can just go straight to the close air support focus. September 40, when that one is done. Let's see. Yeah, 21 infantry weapons a day. These units are using 100 of infantry equipment 1, or infantry equipment 2. Now I wonder, whenever more infantry equipment 2 gets delivered, does that reduce the need for infantry equipment 1? Like, does that go back to... Yeah, I see. So the infantry equipment 1 just basically gets traded out and sent back to the rear for our basic training troops, who are training up now. Come on, Iran. You know you want to fire. 44% fascist. So if it doesn't fire before April of next year, we're definitely going to be in a war. But hopefully they'll do it themselves and become like split right down the middle, and we can help out our fellow fascists. How are things looking? Japan is getting cut off and then extending and getting cut off. Legionnaire Bulgaria has capitulated. So Yugoslavia is moving into, and Greece is moving up into Legionnaire Bulgaria. And is Greece a member of the... Yeah, they're a member of the Allies. So the Allies are actually doing quite well. Allies still hold Rome. Germany. So Poland is still non-aligned. They're sort of staying out of it. If they join the Allies, they could cut the Germans off right here. That way, that war that they're fighting with the Soviet Union, and of course the Soviets are engulfing everything, as the Soviets tend to do. Come on, fascist party. It's time to party. Still making planes at that reduced rate. For a week ain't bad though. We have all of our needs filled, and I don't care about that steel for convoys. That's worthless. I need these to pump out. But there's an autosave. Just, yep, 4th of July. Which, you know, 4th of July weekend is when I'm recording this, so I guess fitting, 4th of July. But, yeah, things are happening, albeit slowly. With Iraq, we can't just, you know, I don't want to fabricate on these guys. That would be crazy. So I'm taking a conservative approach to get Iran into our faction, and then because we're at 100% world tension. Thank you, German Reich. We can just start taking, like, say, Afghanistan, maybe China, Tibet. We'll start working our way east and try to stay out of the world war that is kicked off. But, yep, getting improved infantry equipment, always good. Germany is getting pushed back from France. I mean, France is doing the work. But that's going to do it for me in this episode, a long episode of just essential housekeeping and growing. But hopefully in the next episode, this civil war or coup, either one will fire in Iran, and we can join up and get Iran into our faction. But that is going to do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. And I will see you in the next Hearts of Iron 4 video. Take care.